In every moment and every time of every day, we have a choice point. I want to kind of take the drama out of it, but just to think that there is a cycle that could be quite predictable. This cycle is emotional response. I feel a certain emotion, then I take action, then I get a result. Now, underneath the emotional response is all of that beautiful underneath the iceberg of conditioning, transgenerational traumas, because we are humans, limiting beliefs, conditioning, patriarchy, like everything. There's a lot of load of being a human, and there is a lot of load of being a woman. So that's the underneath the iceberg. So think about it. So each time you feel something, I want you to think, okay, there is something underneath that. And that something usually is so mechanical in me that it just gets triggered. I feel like that because I saw something and that activated this old trauma, this old belief, or this kind of, I'm not good enough, or she can do it, I can't. Or success will mean I will lose myself and I'll lose my family and I'll die alone. And then kind of become really curious. It's like, okay, I know I feel this way because of something, which I might not completely understand right now, but there is a reason. And this is mine. I feel like that. Victoria would not feel like that when faced with this challenge because she would have her own underneath of things to deal with. But then let's come to the emotions. It's easy to catch that emotion and just understand this emotion as a choice point. Okay, I can be really angry and go and snap at that person, or I can do something else. There is a choice point here. I can do something else. I cannot react. I can respond. And it's very difficult in the moment. But if we are only driven by the fact that the action we will take will give us different results. I feel really triggered about something that happened. Let's say I'm going to be passive aggressive to my partner, which means that he will react as well, which means that the kids will pick up on this energy. I might shout at them. Has it happened before? Yes, it did. Would it happen again? Yes, it did. But also, yes, it would. But also knowing that, okay, so I have this emotion. How about before I go and snap at my husband, I take the potency of this choice point and just really take a breather, go outside, do something else, and just give myself the moment of asking, what is this really about? I don't feel good enough. I come back to the underneath. Oh, okay. Can I give myself some love? This is a good idea. I can go and tell my husband I actually had a really bad day and I would do with a hug, or I would do if you do the dishes or do the dishwasher. I don't know. No, we
I could
can't
do
be
some
in
acts of service.
exactly. It's a service. We can't be. We don't know what his response would be. But I think I think catching yourself is my short answer to this. Catching yourself when you are driven by, how can I say, when you are driven by a reaction and triggered reaction, rather than, okay, let me just regroup and take a deep breath. I can still go and shout at whoever I want to shout and do that thing, but let me just really catch myself and see if there is anything I want to do with that. I think, you're not going to start acting differently waking up tomorrow, but my only ask here is the awareness. Catch yourself. Do you know? Because I believe we are intelligent women when we catch ourselves and when we catch the mechanical reaction. I think something else might happen down the line. So just catch yourself. That's my answer to that.
Yeah, it's all about self-awareness, and that I think is a muscle that you train and you can become better at. But listening to you talk, it really emphasizes to me the sort of overlap between life and business, because it's the same process, right? That you will practice these skills of kind of regulation
Mm.
and communication. How do you express a disappointment or a frustration? And it
Mm.
is exactly the same tool that you're going to implement in order to ensure you make the best business decision as it
Yeah.
is to ensure you make the best decision about how you're then going to engage with your children or with your partner when you have a blow, whatever that might be, a disappointment that might come from business, but then you take it home with you. Or it might be something at home that then you take into your work.